It is not yet clear what has caused this gruesome affliction. The local government's
Hello.
erected a quarantine wall shortly
Ain't
after
this
the
weird?
The global relief efforts still
We're doing another stream, God forbid.
sustained what few survivors remain in the city.
Let me turn this down a little bit.
The Ministry of Defense believes more radical action
And
should be taken to stem the tide of
let's
this
see if this will let me
The question
fucking...
is, are there still
Hold on.
uninfected survivors in the city as the GRE maintains? And if so, will the ministry still go through with a stated plan to annihilate
no.
the city? In an
Wrong
attempt to
weapon,
wipe out the
wrong
ongoing
item,
virus once and for all?
wrong disease,
virus or the ministry's
wrong
plan,
AIDS.
one thing is certain.
Speaking of, shouldn't we, like, sue China for every person who dies of corona? Just saying. I mean, it's kind of their ineptitude or their evil, dastardly planning that caused all this shit in the first place. So, yeah, I'm going to talk a lot about corona in this one, because fuck it, while playing Dying Light, a fucking zombie game, because by gum, zombies.
When did you decide to play Dying Light?
Like 5 minutes ago. But anyways, here we go.
Well, why did you decide it?
Well, I don't know. It kind of, matches the corona theme and, plagues and pathogens and oh my. And I named this one Corona Congracian or Congracian. I wanted to do like that. Well, not contagion, but I wanted to put Corona like diathlon, but I forgot how to spell it, so I said fuck it.
Corona Congracious.
Congracious, yeah. I made up that word. Anyways, that's my word. Don't take my word.
You might want to TM it, man.
Yeah, I might want to team it. But anyways, fucking
TM it.
TM square? Anyways, fucking, what am I doing in this game? Yeah, let's continue. Okay, so I did one thing last time I played this. I did something about fucking the sun children or children of the sun or whatever, and then like it got, I don't know what the hell happened. Like, I got kicked out of it or something, or I joined someone else's file and it fucked up my file, and now I can't do that part anymore. So now I'm stuck back in the prime story of the game, and I can't figure out where the dick to get to the other thing. And I have a bunch of modded items, so just to kind of be aware. But I gotta remesmerize. Wow, look at those textures. I gotta. Wow, holy crap! I gotta remesmerize myself of the Congracian and 3 new dockets. What's a docket? Okay. Anyways, fucking, there's a lion for raisins, but okay, fuck. Let's see, what do we do here? Oh, I'm in a safe area. At least I don't call it a safe space. That would have been pretty bad. Oh, okay. Oh, it's daylight. What do you know? Okay, well, how do I fucking... Okay. I gotta refamiliarize myself with dining and controlling. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember that you gotta hold fucking jump to land on things. Smack! Smack! Decapitation! Okay. Fucking I might say that a lot this stream, but anyways. Go to Rupert's apartment. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should do Sniper. Yeah, I might do that next time. I'll do Sniper Elite 4. And I'll get like all the eye shots humanly possible. Like that's just what I get, is I get fucking eye shots. That's what I get in that game more than anything, is eye shots.
It's true.
It's true. It's really true.
Or he gets one shot.
Or I get like testicle shots.
Ouch.
Like directly in the bollock.
Ouch.
Yeah, so.
I'm a chick and that fucking hurts.
Yeah, she's a chick and she's like, oh god, no. Like, see, women can have fucking empathy to men. This isn't just because we have different lived experiences. Yeah, anyways, just because we have different lived experiences doesn't mean that we can't fucking identify with each other or have shared experiences. You know what I mean? Like, just because there's differences in, like, you might experience something differently as a woman doesn't mean we still don't experience the fucking pandemic. You know what I mean? Like, even if the disease affects us differently genetically, typically men have stronger immune systems, but that's not really a genetic factor. That's typically due to the fact that men are the ones out in the fucking field plowing in dirt all day. That's typically why men have stronger immune systems than women do. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, you've got a very strong immune system for a woman. Oh, see, I remember how to do this. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. Yeah. I was good at doing, like, speed unlocking and shit, but I don't know about now. Ooh, pouches. Pouch A, pouch B. I am einen Ninja. Because knife is a word. Anyways. Ooh, a statue. Go to inventory tab and press... Oh, that's my flashlight. That's my next weapon. I got a fucking crossbow. Holy shit. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Well, then how do I aim? Oh, I just... Oh, okay. Fucking... Oh, that's how I do it. Alright. Wow, that's weird. Fucking... See if I can nab a sumbitch in the brain. Oh! That bitch is dead. Okay. Yep. Well, he ain't going home to his kids.
Ain't you nice?
That one survived somehow. I don't know why I'm doing this. Probably because I... Oh, crap, there's another one. See if I can get him in the dick. Can I do that? Not every game has a ball shot engine. This one definitely doesn't. Okay, there we go.
Stop running into Mr. Mime.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
I don't like it. It's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Mime's a weird Pokemon. Like,
does everybody hate him?
Kinda, yeah. Like, no one really liked him even in the first gen. Everyone, like... It was weird. It was kind of... I guess it was kind of a meme in the 90s. It was like, you know, fucking... You know, like, is it just me or is Mr. Mime a weirdo? You know what I mean? Like, and then he dates Ash's mom, and everyone's like, sweet zombie dick, and they're like, oh no. Speaking of zombie dick, they're down there, being all rapey, as penises usually are. I'm just kidding. I'm a good man. Hey, a blueprint. Cut and go. I got a blueprint. Nice. No, later, woman. By later, I mean next week. God, like you. I've been your meat slave for the past 72 hours. Good lord, woman.
Good point.
I love you, but damn.
Good point.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyways.
You give me your point.
Oh, my point. Okay. The point is I have a crossbow. But anyways. How am I walking on this thing and not, like, falling through the fucking cracks? That's what I want to know. But anyways.
Magic.
Magic.
So, like,
okay,
steel
I get
really good against ice or something?
Yes, steel beats ice. Yeah. As per usual in my streams, Ale's playing fucking Pokemon, and I'm playing some game on my computer, and that's just how we do things. Oh, cool.
Nice.
Nice. And I found some nails.
Snow.
Nails.
They make my little buggy ice buggy.
Nice bug. Whoa, holy crap. That was trippy. Okay. Whee! I remember how to do that. Ice moth larva. Rupert's gunsmith. Oh, there beeth people down there.
At least found Snom.
Yeah, that's true. You know, if you can find the damn one you're looking for in the first place.
I mean, hey, I'll take Snom.
Tarp. What the? Where'd the deuce? What the? Oh, they're right under me. Okay. Okay, no, they're not. All right. Oh, they're below. Okay. Oh crap. Snom McDickelson.
No. Your name is Squishy.
Yeah, I guess you can name it Squishy.
It's Squishy.
Thank you.
Squishy.
I'll get this right one of these days. Oh, there we go. You just die already, sweet lord. Ah crap. Ah crap. Running away now, running away.
Curse you, Mr. Mime.
Okay, here's the thing. There's no way. unless Corona changes drastically, like unless it becomes bubonic, we'll be fine, guys. That being said, just in case things go evil, like no one's predicting at the moment, but just in case, be aware of the fact that planning is your friend, okay? The people buying up shit paper at like large bulk, but like way more than a family of 4 could use in a fucking year, you know, like that much shit paper, right? Those people aren't going to survive in the apocalypse. Let's be real, they're not going to.
What gives you that impression?
Because they panic. That it's a sense of panic, like the people buying 582 cans of Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't even drink that much fucking Pepsi and Coke and all that, like all the stuff that I drink. I don't even drink that bloody much. Oh, well, that was weird. Okay, whatever. Whoa, what the dick?
Nice, you please.
Okay, here we go.
Freaking
Yeah, you need that ice penguin thing, yeah.
nice, cute. Does it evolve into
Not working.
anything, you know?
Not to my knowledge, no. I don't think it does.
That's cool.
Okay, that's unbreakable shatterproof glass. Okay. That is electrochemical.
Ah.
Okay, that's a
Oh,
fucking
never mind.
door. Okay. Oh, it's above us. How's it a... Jeez. Okay, whatever. I've not done this one yet, so close to an active safe zone. Yeah, but how the deuce do I get in there? What the... Devil snot? Anyways. Fucking birds and shit up there. Fucking... Okay.
Hey!
Oh, here. Laboratory's evolving. That's cool. Yeah. Make it be into Pupitar. She's trying to collect as much Pokemon as she humanly can. Just to compete with me.
Love you.
I love you too.
I'm almost close to 400.
Yeah. A Blight. Okay. Oh. That should...
Alfalfa wants
Oh.
to learn iron.
Whoa. Whoa, what the hell? How'd you spawn? Oh, shit. Something's spitting shit at me.
It's gonna look at something, but I'm not Alfalfa.
Oh, these are poison darts. What the hell?
Do they know how to use poison darts?
I activated them somehow.
Good job.
Oh, that's how to heal. Okay, how the fuck... How did I activate these? What the hell? Oh, okay, crap, that's a grenade. Not what I meant to do. Ah, crap, now things are gonna come after me. I'll use my totally not glitch the fuck out silenced pistol. Totally not glitch this shit out. Crap. I can't remember, I can't aim with that fucking button. Jeez. That's how you throw grenades. That's not fucking... Oh, how did I... Oh. Okay, whatever. I can turn people to ice with this. Okay. Which I'll show you guys in a second if I can get to it. Crap, not what I meant to do. Okay. See? Turn to ice. Turn to ice. Well, getting out. Oh, crap, falling to my death. Be gone, thought! Sweet murderous toast! Murderous toast! Making breakfast spooky. Spooky breakfast toast! Anyways.
Are you mentally alright?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you sure?
I don't know about that. I am certain that I am uncertain of my mental health. That I am certain of. I think.
Well, I suggest you might want to figure that out, you know?
Oh. Okay. I see where it is. Oh. Can't. Okay. Yeah, I can. Oh, alright. Here we are. Right in the ass. What I do like about this game is that zombies are attracted to the light. So your flashlight's on, they'll kind of come towards you. Or they'll be drawn towards it, which I like. I like, you know, It's
Oh, bloody hell.
it's not like Thief invented things or whatever, but
No, it's just like the easiest freaking Pokemon to find next to Mr. Mime.
yeah.
And like the baby version of the Donald Snow.
It's basically a fucking snow cone monster.
I know. And it's like, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. Sneasel, go away.
Yes, Sneasel, go bite yourself and then claw your own eyeballs out because that's what you humans do.
Oh?
Yeah.
Did you see that in that house?
Maybe.
Okay.
I saw a lot in the nut house.
Fun for you.
Yeah. A lot of things I dare not speak about. Like the Haunter in the Dark. He was a friend of mine. He owes me money. Anyways.
Yeah, where's that 12 grand?
If anyone gets that reference, you know, good on you.
Where's that 12 grand, Christopher?
There is no 12 grand. 12 grand was a lie.
Where's that 12 grand, Christopher?
No, it was a lie.
12 grand, Christopher?
Will you shut up, woman?
Where's that 12 grand, Christopher?
Son of a bitch. Anyways.
12 grand, Christopher?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna justify that comment with an answer because fuck.
Where's it, Christopher?
I swear the government took back its money. I swear. Like, there's no way I spent 12 grand in fucking 3 months. There's no fucking way. Like, the government took that shit back. Let's be real. And they owed me way more than that. Like, I should have gotten 20. I was owed 21 grand. And they only gave me 12. Because they basically tricked my mother into admitting something that my mother did not know was a rule or a code or whatever that they had. She was not aware that by saying that I got a discount by being their son, that means they got to pay me less money. Yeah. Be wary of that fucking bullshit. You know, just because you're charging your child rent. Like, what mother wouldn't have said that? Seriously. Oh my god. Oh, cool, that's so long. But again, what mother wouldn't have said, yeah, of course I give my child a discount. Any gender. Of course I give my child a discount. Right? Of course. If they're my kid, I want to help them. Right? Like, of course I fucking did that. Oh, well, you did that? Okay, well, we're not giving you as much money. Fuck you. It's like, what? Oh my, like, yeah, I kind of wish they gave me the 21 grand instead because, you know, I'd still have money. I would have started saving once I hit the 12 grand mark, and then I would have been like, okay, cool, now I can save. Right? So, yeah, but no, they gave me like 45, 50%, maybe 55% of what they really owed me. Because when you apply for Social Security, you're supposed to get the day you applied brought back. Where the fuck am I? Brought back to the time that you get the money. Like all the time that you had without the money, you were supposed to be paid that money, and that's what it was. Right? So they owed me a lot of money because it took 3 years on the dot for me to get my fucking money.
I've caught 323 and I've seen 362.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Cool.
Doing good.
Yeah. And again, like, fucking shit. Like, you know, seriously, what parent being asked the question, did you give your child a discount? What parent would say no? That's a total fucking parent trap. What parent would say no in that situation? No, I didn't give them a discount. That's what you're supposed to say, so you get your proper fucking money. But they use that as, oh, he got a discount, then we don't have to pay him as much. How the fuck does that make sense? You know, like, I'm still due for rent, motherfucker. I'm still due for food. You're not just paying for rent during that time. You're paying for the fact that I applied. That's the point. You're paying for the fact that I applied. I applied. Where's my fucking money? Right? But no, we're only going to give you a small chunk of it because we tricked your mother into admitting something that she didn't know was the fucking stipulation. Oh, I went away. She didn't know that was the fucking stipulation. No, nobody knew. No one told us fuck all. No one told my mother. No one told me. No one told my father. No one told us shit of our fucking rights that we were, you know, again, no one told us what is on our side as the law and what isn't on our side as the law. No one told us shit. And they use that as an excuse to pay you less money. So anyone applying for disability and they ask you that fucking question, you know, are you giving your child a discount for living at home with you? Yeah. Don't fucking say yes. Because then those assholes aren't going to give you a fucking penny. Oh shit, you found one. Holy shit. I'll be damned. Running away now. I think this game kind of demonstrated that, you know, it's the athletic that will survive. It's the some bitches that can climb fucking roofs and ladders and rooftops and jump down to fucking alleyways and street corners and shit. It's those people that'll survive. You know, the people who can stay off ground. You know, where the fucking zomzoms are. You know, like that's who will survive.
I like how it does its head though, because it literally just like takes a few steps back and
Yeah.
then like slams its head on the ground and then slides towards you. It's funny.
I will kind of say this, because I've seen people kind of, you know, get paranoid that homeless people, like they're at a disadvantage for the apocalypse and stuff. Trust me, the homeless will survive. They will find a fucking way. I know it seems impossible because they're living on the street and shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, they've had to survive that way.
Exactly. They've had to survive on their own, by their own means, by their own fucking attitude and shit, with their own power, food, money, whatever, their own means. They had to survive on that for years. You really think, you know, a fucking disease in the street is gonna stop them? I mean, yeah, they might get sick. I mean, they might be at a higher risk of getting sick, but they can take precautions too. It's not just, you know, it's not just people walled away in forts and shit that are gonna survive. It's people who are thrifty, people who have skills and know-how. You know, I'll probably survive because I have a lot of fighting experience from martial arts and a lot of swordsmanship and weaponry and training like that I've done. Ale will probably survive because she's a thrifty bitch, right?
Okay.
Like she's super thrifty and really good at coming up with shit to do and, you know, ways to fix things. You know, she'll probably survive. I'll probably survive. I mean, I'll survive in a lot of pain, but I'll still survive. You know.
If I get your adrenaline, I'll be fine.
Yeah, either adrenaline or I just start getting a bunch of drugs. Oh crap, that followed me in here. I just have to start raiding fucking places for narcotics and shit. I hate being on narcotics. They're not fun. They mess with your brain. They make you fucking dizzy and disoriented and makes it hard to think a lot of the time, and you feel like you got dementia even though you're 22, or in my case 24. Bastard sword, I'm taking that sumbitch. Just leave a bastard sword in a trunk in the sewer, just because. Just because. Oh, okay, hello. Oh, heat wave, that's what that is, okay. Deadly short sword. Okay, that damaged it a little bit, but okay. Trying to use a non-hacked weapon. I've got a friend on here. I'm not going to mention his name for obvious, you know, purposes. But he's a modder and he like mods a bunch of fucking weapons and shit. And I've got another friend. She does the same thing. And they're young. They're like super young. They're like minor young. You know, I mean, they think I'm an old fuck, which I find hilarious. Like, I'm only in my 20s, and they think I'm an old fuck. Like, I find that funny as shit. You know. Oh, cool, you caught it.
I gotta breed them.
Yeah, she's basically the Pokemon breeder. Basically, is what she does. Like, just breeds them. Yeah. She got enough Corsolas to form an army. Where the hell am I? I've never been to this area before. I'll be damned. Oh crap. Probably a spitter or something. I've always liked the different zombie types. Like there's the spitter and there's the brute and the lech or the leech or whatever. Like there's all these different types. I've always liked that. I've always thought that was cool. But you know, could just name them Ice Cough.
How do I spell that?
Ice in German is E-I-S. Kopf, K-O-P-F-H, I think. I forget how to spell Kopf, but I'm pretty sure Kopf.
Like
yeah.
K-O-P-F or something.
Yeah, Kopf. Yeah. There might be an H at the end, but there might not be. I don't know if there is or not. But
so E-I-S.
Yeah, Ice Kopf. K-O-P-F. Yeah, Kopf. Yeah, that's right.
What is it?
Ice head.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna think ice box, but that wouldn't translate right. It would probably translate into ice vagina, and I didn't really want to make you put that for obvious reasons.
Yeah, because who knows what German person would be.
Yeah, it depends on how you want to translate it. It's one of those words. But it means box, but it could also mean vagina, so, you know.
Oh, that's where that came from.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a beauty. Brute. Okay, how do I get to my fucking inventory?
Press B.
Okay, I need to stop doing that button. Then that button. And that button. And that button.
Right.
I don't know what the dick. Actually, no. B is crouch. X, Y, A. Oh, here we go. Sweet. Oh, the drunken pumpkins. Yeah, I had those from Halloween. Shit. 5 premium throwing stars. Oh, jeez. Those are kind of garbage. Let's drop those. Normally they're good, but look, I've got Bozak bows and Oriental cleavers and the rusty spine and all bastard swords and a bunch of and a suede pouch and fucking jewel boxes. See, I've got items from the expansion or whatever, like the suede pouch and the premium cosmetics and stuff. And then I've got like all these bolter tissues and electronics and other glands and lubricant. That's a big thing you get in the new car lubricants. No, I know what you're thinking. She's like, "Aw." But anyways, sure, yeah, toxic lichen, underwater algae, pistol ammo, rifle ammo, SMG, shotgun ammo, electric arrow, exploding arrow, incendiary, regular, impact bolt, steel bolt, stun bolt, toxic bolt. I have no idea how to fuck. Oh, and I have a shit ton of cash. And I have brakes. See, look, I've got engine pieces and disaster relief packages and traction and all that stuff. Like, that's for, you know, the car and stuff that you get in the... So I've done that, a few missions in that quest line, but I don't have access to that quest line anymore because of some weird glitch or something. I don't know what. Because of that, I've kind of given up on this game a little bit. Just, I wanted to do the Cult of the Sun or whatever the dick it was, and all that stuff, and I wanted to do that stuff, but, you know, it's kind of not available anymore. At least not for me. Compound crossbow. Screws, metal parts, steel tubing. The new IT weapon for all you zombie slayers. Welder, toxinator. Ooh, I gotta do that. Two-handed sword. Underwater algae, toxic lichen, gauze, string, metal parts. Cut off their heads and pour toxins down their throats. Go ahead, try it. We'll wait. God, I love the damn expressions on these things. Or the chill kill, redefining the term cold shoulder. Oh god. Freeze. Add small freezing effect to your attacks. Bolter poison. Bolter tissue, herb, wolf, algae, melee weapon, Empress cannon cutter, heat wave. I got the heat wave there. And my DLC weapons. See, I've got some of those. Then the utilities. Just kind of looking over my stuff here. Conducting liquid. Yeah, look at all that shit. Flammable liquid. All the different throwing stars I got. The grenades. The trap bombs. All that crap. So, oh, I got a power level up. Okay. I guess Kill Frenzy. Gain power points faster for 10 seconds after killing an enemy. The more kills, the bigger the boost. Swankish. Okay. Let's see. Ben Franklin's key. Oh yeah, it had small electric. Adds medium electric. So yeah, it just depends on the medium fire. Fire! Oh, speaking of fire, I was playing Hitman earlier today, Hitman 2. And I got the cult leader to set his ass on fire. I was really proud of that. That was a lot of fun. So, you took the, I guess, chat or whatever. Oh, this is what I just unlocked. Cut and go. Impact. Power cable, chemicals, blade. Oh, did you just get tired all of a sudden? You've been tired. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Bastard sword modified. Yeah. I know I should have done it sooner, but I don't know. I wanted to do one, you know.
Yeah, you said you could have done it.
Well, yeah, but then you convinced me to do it now. You told me to. Well, yeah, I had second thoughts, but then you changed my second thoughts into third reinhibitions and shit. Like, that's what you do, woman. You act like women don't have a say in shit. Which they have more of a say than I ever fucking had. Like, to be fair. Stinky edge, nice. Medium toxic, one-handed axe. Compound crossbow, jeez. Toxinator, strong toxic. Two-handed sword. Medieval longsword, holy crap. Actually, wait. Oh, that's pause. That's okay. Inventory, quests, map. Where the dick am I? What the dick is that? Bolter feeding grounds. Okay. Where the dick am I? Oh, okay. Oh, parking lot, quarantine zone. Moon's restaurant. Okay. All this shit here. More feeding grounds, underwater algae, herb of known description, toxic lichen herb. Well, show me where the other quarantine zone is. Oh, there's that fucking mushroom, fluorescent shrooms. Water. Yeah, and then there's just this fucking staring into Cthulhu's abyss. Like that's all this water shit is. I mean, maybe for the second one they'll be like, oh hey, it traveled through ships and shit, and it came over to America, and this definitely didn't originate in China like every other disease in human fucking history. Like, definitely not. Like, you know, like, that might be too on the nose for modern developers, but I guess we'll see. I'm just running through the bushes. Fuck it. Like, tree bushes. Bushes. Oh, that newspaper. I thought that was fucking ravens and crows and shit. More zoms. Oh, shit. What the dick? Where are you? Where are you? I'm gonna find you. Ah. Ah. You bastard. I will drive you before me. Oh, he's over there. Oh, there he is. Good night. Ah. But I've been seeing something floating around the ether about, you know, China basically knowing about this shit since fucking November or whatever, and they've known about this for some time, as in Corona. They've known about it. I think it was built in a fucking lab, because it just so happens that the meat market in which it originated, they had a big festival when the outbreak happened, and like it was you know, it was like 2 or 3 blocks away from a fucking lab, you know, from a bioengineering lab. You know, just 2 or 3 blocks away from that. And I don't know, Blaire White made a post about, look, I don't hate the girl at all, but at the same time, she's really getting that female brain thing working for her. Like, holy shit. She's already talking in fork tongue. She's already got the fucking, you know, like all she heard was animal meat market, and she's like, that's all she heard. And then she's just like, well, we gotta save the aminals. It's like, that's not the point, Blaire. Sorry, but that's not the point. You know, this is more about China trying to destroy the rest of the West, like they've tried way back when. You know, like for the longest time, there's been a theory about the Black Death that China sent it willingly, knowingly. They knew about it. They sent it from the ports because it did originate in China. And there's been a long theory that hasn't really been proven yea or nay, that they sent it to Europe as a way to basically destroy Europe and conquer it. So I haven't really heard many historians claim that to be the case, but then again, I kind of branch off from a lot of historians because a lot of them like to share the kind of, you know, communism did nothing wrong brand of history, you know, which it definitely did, more than fascism ever did, like 8 times longer than fascism. Ooh, we need a longsword. You know, 8 times longer than fascism, and killed way the fuck more people than fascism. And nowadays, everyone's scared of the Nazi in the bushes, but no one talks about the communists literally running the fucking media departments. You know, like, they have definitely invaded this place around the 70s and 80s or so, right? When the what's it called? When the Iron Curtain fell, right? They started to scurry the ship like rats. A lot of cosmonauts did. A lot of Russian agents and spies and Russian ministers and propagandists and stuff like that. They started to flee to America, a lot like what the Nazis did after World War II. After World War II, the Nazis basically came here in the form of NASA. You're welcome. You know, you're welcome for rocket fuel. Anyways, so yeah, again, like, you know, it just, I don't know, it's bizarre because, you know, the Russians came here, and most of them came here as college professors, college guides, tutors, teachers, and then they end up teaching the, you know, communism was the good guy all along bullshit and that narrative. And that's essentially what they teach nowadays in fucking in schools and shit, especially in colleges. They teach that all the time. You know, this communism did nothing wrong concept of history. And with that, they taught gender studies, and they taught very divisive leftist concepts. Like how blacks and whites can't understand each other at all because of racial prejudice or whatever, and it's all the white man's fault and all that bullshit. Then you've got the same thing with feminist literature. What they teach with that is how men and women can't understand each other at all because men are evil, rapey bastards, and they just hate everyone, and they're the monsters, not me, I promise. Like shit like that, like you know. And a lot of it's kind of a bait and switch tactic where they basically say, okay, look over there. Don't look at me, the monster. They're the real monster. Trust me. Wink, wink. It's that kind of bait and switch tactic, And that has been going on in the West worse than Corona, right? And I've known people personally, and I've known others who have known people personally who've been distorted and warped by this ultra leftist concepts. And part of what they teach with the ultra liberal stuff is that the Nazis were right wing. They were right wing extremists. No, they weren't. Not even close. To this day, the leftist party in America is big about animal rights, PETA, all that shit, and they're against big smoking tobacco companies, right? Guess what the Nazis did? They were big for animal rights, and they were against smoking campaigns, smoking efforts, smoking lobbies, shit like that. They were heavily opposed to smoking lobbies. They were very against smoking. Now, instead, they took Privatine, which was essentially heroin, or speed, actually. It was essentially speed. Oh, crap. I win. That's a nice sword. Get back, you bastard. What was I saying? Fuck, I'm sorry. But anyways, I think it has to do with this leftist kind of notion of things. You know.
You are like a guardian angel. Thank you. Please take this. It is all we have.
Okay, I'll take whatever you give. Ooh, gladiator. Things I never use. Cool. But anyways, this notion that the Nazis were right wing extremists is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's not at all what history tells us, right? The Nazis were more left than right. If you really want to point a side of things, they were more left than right. Really, the only right-leaning thing about them was nationalism, and that's it. Like, that's the only right-leaning thing about them, is they were nationalists. They believed in a strong state, a strong, it was their state against other states. It was Germany for the win, right? It was this sort of Aryan supremacy kind of cult, and the left does supremacy cults like a motherfucker, more than the right ever has, right? The left still has supremacy cults to this day. It's called Black Lives Matter. That's a black supremacy cult that hates black men for some reason. There's feminism, which is a female supremacy cult. There's, all these different supremacy cults and everything. And really all of them are left-wing. I mean, maybe you can make, if you really want to be cynical, maybe you can make the argument of, the right having some of that, but maybe some offshoot of Christianity or Catholicism might be a little culty, like an offshoot maybe. But the religion itself is by no means a cult, because a lot of it's about free thinking. God is the authority, but still to question man's authority. You're still questioning authority in that sense. It's not just that, man is unquestionable in that sense. You know, it doesn't teach that at all. You know, now what cults usually teach is that there is a group or class of people that are unquestionable. You can't question them. They are divine. They are holy. They are one with the spirit, with the ethos, with the time, with the ether, whatever they want to call it. Like they're one with time and space. And for feminism, that's women, right? All women, not just white women. You know, I don't. This intersectional thing is just a distraction, really. Let's be real. It's just a distraction. You know, like, oh, Survivor died. Oh, that sucks. Oh, whatever. Yeah, you're on your own, bud. Anyways, you know, and again, like, just this sort of notion that, you know, that there is the unquestionable ones. You know, there is the supremacy of women, especially in allegations. They're big into that, right? Like, if ever a woman makes an allegation, you have to believe her. There is no questioning a woman's allegation. If a woman says she was raped, by God, she was raped. And that fucker did it right there. Go get him. He's evil. Okay? And it is very much that. That's what they did with Harvey Weinstein. And again, look, whether you like him or not is immaterial. He was convicted with no evidence. Zero evidence. That should scare you people. Like, seriously, that should scare you people. And by you people, I mean men. That, you know, MGTOW, whatever. Look, even MGTOWs are fucking not immune to that shit, okay? You know, hey MGTOWs, do you leave your house? Do you leave your apartment? Do you get out? Do you go to restaurants? Then you too can be Me Too'd. Sorry. She doesn't have to fuck you to claim that you are a rapist in any sense of the term. Ah, crap. I know that was going to kill me. Anyways, you know, I thought I could use my hook shot, whatever. But anyways, you know, you don't have to be. Who the hell is that? Huh. But yeah, again, you don't have to be sexually active with women to be Me Too'd, right? One does not necessarily lead to the other. Okay, you can have one without the other. Trust me. Trust me. I was Me Too'd when I was a fucking kid, before I was even sexually active. Okay? Like, do you really want to try and convince people that it's impossible to do that unless you're having sex with women? Yeah, right. It's going to happen to you, right? It's going to happen to anybody. Anybody who even remotely is near a woman. If that woman's hysterical, especially if she's borderline, and I don't say that to pick on the borderlines. There can be borderlines that are productive members of society, absolutely. Same with every other disorder out there. But trust me, most borderlines aren't. Most of them are hysterical nutbags. Okay, that's sorry. That's just how it is. You know, I hate to break it to you. You know, and oddly enough, borderline is one of those weird disorders that you kind of have to diagnose for yourself. You know what I mean? You kind of have to pinpoint it in you that you have it. Usually doctors just give you a list of things and say, hey, do you have this? Okay. Well, if you do, then guess what? You're borderline. Sorry. Right? Like, you got it. You know? And again, you can be a borderline and still be a good person. It's possible. But it's rare. Ironically, people like to conflate feminism with autism. Most feminists are borderline. They are. It's just a weird correlative factor. You know, I didn't make the fucking rules. It's just how it is. And a lot of people in the men's rights movement are autistic. A lot of people. Myself kind of included. I am, but I'm not. It's a long story and hard to fucking explain. You know. But again, being on the spectrum, being autistic, whatever, you know, a lot of people in the men's rights movement are autistic. or on the spectrum to some degree. It's just a weird coincidence, you know. Now, it's ironic that one of these things is principally male and the other is principally female. You know, it just, whoops, that just happens to be that way, you know. But again, like, you know, and really, if you really want to understand more about how the men's rights movement and feminism, on top of autism and borderline personality disorder, how those two are so antithetical, it's ridiculous. Definitely check Dr. Randall McCann's video in Aut from an Ism, AUT from ISM, and he totally nails it, you know. And I was basically Billy, right? I was very socially awkward as a child, very unable to communicate with people. I had like 2 or 3 friends, if that, and they don't even talk to me anymore. And one of them accused me of rape, as in I raped her, and my other friend. That this was the accusation when I was like 12. Okay, this shit will happen to you, regardless of if you're sexually active or not. If you are male, you are subject to this fucking witch hunt. Sorry, but you are. Especially since Weinstein, because they said in his case, the women were thrall to him. Last time I heard that was in the Bible. Okay. They were thrall to him. Basically his slave. They couldn't say no. Not that they didn't say no, but they couldn't. In reality, they absolutely could say no. Absolutely. But they chose not to because they were greedy. Okay. They wanted to, you know, they wanted to get that movie role, and they wanted to get those millions of dollars from him, and they wanted to get, you know, all these premium things. That all it took was a casting couch. The notion of a casting couch is not new. It's not unusual. It's not rare. It's not, you know, a casting couch. God, that's been around since the Romans. Okay, okay, like that's been around for a while now. You know, and that's essentially what Weinstein did. Was he had a casting couch. That's what the evidence points to, anyways. You know, he had a casting couch. A very expensive casting couch. Like, more expensive than any of us could ever see in our fucking lifetimes. Right? That's how high up of a casting couch he had. And these women got fame and fortune and money just by fucking an ugly fat dude. That's all they had to do. Was just get laid and make all this money. Like, how is that a bad deal in any sense of the light? You get sex, and you get millions of dollars, and a movie contract, and a car, and a house, and a mansion, and all this stuff, right? Like, now, him being ugly is kind of an aside. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if he's ugly or not. Right? Now, the fact that he's ugly is probably why no one wants to believe that he's innocent. Because, let's be real with the Johnny Depp thing. Okay? Everyone, fucking everyone, went to bat for Johnny Depp. Because he's hot. That's why. He's fucking hot. Bitches want to fuck him. They've been wanting to fuck him since they were 12. Okay? Like, this is not some unusual weirdo, eccentric weirdo in the corner. This is a millionaire, handsome guy that everyone thinks is the shit, right? And most men like him because he's a good actor and he's got some good roles and stuff, and he's been acting far longer and far better than Amber Heard has. Let's be real. She, like, what's the fuck? Not what I meant to do, but whatever. Let's be real. What's the last movie role you heard her do? Amber Heard. What's the last one you heard her do? Aquaman? Okay, what else? I don't fucking know. I have no fucking clue. other than Aquaman. That's the only one I know about is fucking Aquaman. You know, that's the only one I know about is her and Aquaman. That's it. That's the only one I know about. I have never heard of her ever before until this event happened. Right? She's not a known name. She's not an entity of known repute. Johnny is. Johnny has a career that can be destroyed by this thing. Why are you fuckers coming out here? You know, he has a career that can be destroyed by an allegation. Amber doesn't. She doesn't have a career that she's spent, you know, decade after decade building, and all these different roles that she's been in for decades at a time, right? She doesn't have that. She doesn't have an equivalent to Jack Sparrow. She doesn't. Okay, she doesn't. And she was the one that, you know, again, was abusing him, right? Abused him. Broke his finger clean the fuck off, to my knowledge. I don't know if it's completely removed, but it's pretty damn close. If not, you know, at that point. It's pretty damn close. You know, and, oh, I got legend levels. Oh, shit. You have maxed out one of your skill trees. From now on, points from this category will be counted toward your legendary level. The legendary skill tree has been unlocked in the skills menu with a whole new set of skills. As you gain legend levels, you will gain access to new player emblems, outfits, and new weapons. Become a Dying Light legend. Swankish. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Shit. That's nice. Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, that's... I didn't know that would happen. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. You know? Again, the thing with Amber Heard, you know, she does not have an equivalent to Johnny Depp in terms of Jack Sparrow. Now, he originally lost the role of Jack Sparrow because of the allegations. Again, allegations. No proof, no evidence, just allegations. Then, allegations and proof come out that she was the abusive bitch all along, and he did fuck all nothing, and he gets his job back. That's it. Does she lose her job? No. Does she lose Aquaman? No. You know, again, I know you MGTOWs want to laugh at the men's rights advocates saying, "Oh, men's rights is a stupid concept." Yeah, if we had that concept ingrained in society, do you really think that shit would have happened? You know, if men were deemed deserving of human rights. You know, I'm not talking about like the right to own women. Okay, no one's fucking advocating that bullshit other than feminists pretending to be us. Okay, that's fucking it. That's it. Those are the only people actually saying that. No one else is saying that. Okay, no one else is advocating for men to own women. That's bullshit. Maybe if they're Muslim, but then they're in return advocating for women to own children. But that's, you know, chutes and ladders, I guess. But anyways, again, like, can I climb these fucking rocks at all? Oh, I guess not. Is that like a dead end? I don't know. Anyways, whatever. That's a rock. Okay. You know, and and again, like, they just, you know, they didn't destroy her career. The media didn't destroy her career. You know, they wanted to destroy Johnny's. And he's been an actor since the fucking 80s. Like, they wanted to bury him under a pile of rocks and shit. And over an allegation. No actual evidence, no actual proof. Right? Not even faked proof. Right? Just by allegation alone, they wanted to bury him under a pile of rocks and shit. You know, that's what they wanted to fucking do to him. And again, with Amber Heard, like, they didn't want to bury her. They didn't want to destroy her career. They didn't want to ruin her. Because women don't hurt people, you see. Men deserve it. And yes, I've seen that attitude when regarding male rape victims too. I've seen that fucking attitude. Well, she was a hot teacher. He deserved it. Yeah, imagine saying that in the flip and anyone letting you get away with it. You know what? I'm gonna say that on my Facebook. Fuck it. I'm gonna make up a story and I'm gonna talk about um a girl being raped by a male teacher. No. Seducing. I'm not gonna say rape. I'm gonna say seduced. She seduced a male teacher. Seduced. The 15-year-old girl seduced the 35-year-old male. I'm gonna use the same language they use for women. The same language they use on articles and shit for women. When women do that to underage boys, I'm gonna use the same language they use and see just how many people get pissed at me for saying it's a good thing and an okay thing and a righteous thing to do. Just watch. You know. Again, I typically shitpost to prove a point. I don't do it just to, make a funny. I do it for a reason. Like there's a point to be proven. There's something I'm getting at with this, right? I'm not just doing it for the lulz. I'm doing it to prove a point. I'm the sort of redemptuous shitlord. The redeemer shitlord, the shitlord of redeeming, I guess. But speaking of, does anyone else remember? Like, am I the only one? Does anyone else remember back when Anita Sarkeesian had a fucking meltdown because a bunch of people were in the audience quietly being heathens? Like they were just quietly being heathens. Like they didn't even yell at her or nothing. They just stood there silently and was like, hi. Just stood there and attended a viewing, and she just lost it. That's borderline. That's not autism. That's borderline personality disorder to a T. To a T. They think everyone's out to get them. They think everyone's there to either kill or rape them. Like to harm them in some way. And a lot of these people genuinely believe rape is worse than murder. Okay. Rape is somehow worse than murder. You can get past being raped. I don't think you can get past being murdered. Just saying. Like, there is therapists for a reason. Right? There are, like, good God, if my mother can get past her abuse and trauma, anyone fucking can. Just saying. Just saying. If my mother can heal, fucking anybody can. Okay? I've not known a person alive who's been through as much shit as my mother has, and she's not a monster. She doesn't hate people. She's not a bigot. She doesn't hate anybody. She doesn't use this help, I'm being harassed. She doesn't use that bullshit. She doesn't do any of that at all. And she was genuinely fucking, I guess you could say oppressed. I mean, physically at least. The kind of oppression that people think only goes on in the Middle East, right? That kind of oppression. Like my mother had to actually deal with that shit from abusive, I'll just say people. I won't go into too much detail. Not really my story to give. Okay. Goodbye. Anyway, again, not really my story to give, but again, like I don't know anyone who's been through as much shit as my mother has. And on top of that, when did feminism, okay, if feminism was really about girl power and you can do it and all that stuff they claim to be about, how do you go from A to B, and B being mansplaining and men are evil and all men are rapists and all this, all men and kill all men and all that bullshit? How do you go from A to B? Now, here's something else to jog your noodle. Okay, if anyone embodied the you can do it, girl power, girl spirit, it was my fucking mother. Right? She embodied that girl power, you can do it, girl attitude more than anyone else. And she's never said kill all men or anything even resorting to that level of hatred. Like, good Lord, like, not even, she's never done anything even remotely close to that. Okay? and she's embodied the spirit of girl power, you can do it, girl kind of stuff more than anyone I've ever known. That's including my sister, by the way. And again, my mother's just, she, good Lord, like, if anyone has any right to say they've been oppressed, it's my mother. If anyone has any right to say that in this day and age, right? It's someone who was as horridly, like, I'm not even going to mention what the hell happened, because it's too fucking graphic. It's too fucking graphic. And it's not really my story to tell, but still. She went through hell and beyond, and she's still one person. She's still whole. She's not shattered into 12 dimensions, Like, I don't know of a stronger person than my mother. I really don't. Like, genuinely. Like, I don't know of a person who's survived more trauma and dealt with more bullshit than my mother has. I really don't. I don't know anyone else like that. And I've known some pretty downtrodden souls in my day. Like, yeah, I've known some pretty down, and myself included. I'm a pretty downtrodden soul, but holy crap, compared to my mother, I ain't seen shit. And I was abused by fucking everybody. I was used by a bunch of people. I was abused by people. I was abused romantically. I was abused by women a lot. I went through all sorts of shit from all sorts of different people. And and it pales in comparison. It really does. And my mother's a good-hearted person. I mean, she had her trouble years back. She was kind of a troubled individual. Not like the emo kind of dickweed kind of trouble, but the actual trouble, as in, like, she was, I don't know how to describe it. She just wasn't herself. She went through a really bad phase for a while, but she's moved past it more than anything. Again, and I'm bringing up my mother so much in this episode because, again, if she could do it, what's y'all's fucking excuse? Right? Like, for real. Like, if she could do it, what's our excuse? Right? What excuse do we possibly have? Well, what excuse do feminists have saying that, half the Skittles are rapists? Right? Like, what excuse do they have? That's worse than my mother's. Like, for real. I've never heard. The only type of people I've heard go through worse shit are people in the fucking what was it? Spanish Revolution, right? The Spanish Revolution with Tomas Torquemada. That kind of torture. That's the level of torture I'm fucking talking about. Okay. And, again, she's doing just fine. She's got a husband that loves her. She's got a son that's proud to be her son. She's got a fucking daughter-in-law that loves her. She's got all this family that cares about her. And, like, again, what's our excuse? If she can get through that, we can get through Corona, okay? That's kind of my point. Corona's a fucking touch of the flagpole compared to some of the shit we've had to endure. Like, the Spanish flu of 1915 or 1919 or 1912 or whatever, 1920 something, right around that time period. The Spanish flu, right? That was worse, way worse than the fucking, than the fucking coronavirus. And, they both originated from China. Wowzer. I know it's hard to believe the Spanish flu came from China, but it's called the Spanish flu because they were the only people that were honest about it, right? They were the only people that were like, hey, we got this horrible disease. We're kind of fucked right now. They were the only ones that didn't try to hide that they had a disease. So everyone knew it as the Spanish flu. We basically blamed Spain for being honest, right? Like, that's basically what happened. We basically blamed them for not being lying dickheads. Like, like, let's be real. And again, what if China? Okay, you know how everyone talks about this fucking. Everyone talks about the fucking. What's it called? Um, God, you hear minorities talk about it all the time, but specifically special interest minorities, but they talk about it all the time with the reparations. That's a big word you hear a lot. Bless your cat. Reparations, right? Where's the white man's reparations for the bubonic plague, China? Where's our reparations? China. Thanks, China. Like I don't know. Like I've been digging through old records and stuff, and from what I can find, the Black Death started in Chinese ports in China. Some of their port towns were infected pretty bad, but nothing compared to what Europe went through with the Black Death. Not a fucking thing. You okay, babe? You okay? You just woke up. Let's see what time we got on. About an hour. I can end it here if you want. You want to end it here? She just shrugs. Like she's like, I don't fucking know. Anyways, let's see if. Okay, so maybe I should have announced it on Facebook. Maybe Chelsea would have watched or something. I don't know. But just some food for thought, I guess. It's like midnight now, so I guess I'm gonna end it here. So I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of playthrough of me using a gun with no ammo and how wonderful that works out. Warning, results may not apply. But you got any parting words for the closing people? Anything to say about Corona or feminism or anything like that? No? Anything you want to tell me? You don't want to say that you love me or anything? See how it is? You don't love me anymore. Yeah, that's BPD. this, oh, you don't love me. And then starts crying and shit. Yeah, yeah. Not autism. Speaking of, I might maybe kind of sort of maybe have an interview with someone who kind of specializes in talking about autism. That's your hint. Also used to be on HPR. So, anyways, I've spoken to him in the past. We're kind of buddies, I guess. And you know, I might either be on his channel or he'll be on mine or whichever. I have no idea, but I guess we'll figure that out. I'm just waiting to hear back from him, so we'll see. Anyways, that's the update y'all get. Other than that, don't get the sniffles. Bye. Sniffles.